started brainwashing my kids.
Okay.
They are watching Voyager before bed.
Oh,
Because
nice.
it also calms them down.
Uh-huh.
But you know, you need to start young.
You do need to start young.
Yeah. So this morning, Harry, he's an early riser. Anything from 4 o'clock is fair game. This morning
4 is late. For me, 4 a.m. is not early morning. It's like late night. So the sun is not even up.
No, the sun is never. Even in summer, the sun goes, "Fuck you! This is too early.
It is.
I'm not getting up for you fuckers."
Yeah.
But you can't be upset with the kid who wakes up singing.
No, you can't.
No, and he sings the cutest and weirdest songs and lyrics, and he makes it all up himself. And then he's not the most gentle soul in the world. I mean, he's a gentle soul, but physically not.
Oh yeah.
So he would run into my room, slam the door open, and it like reverberates against the door. It's like, he goes, "Mommy!" Oh my god. Anyway, so you know, he woke up at fart ass o'clock this morning.
Mm-hmm.
He was very kind. He let me sleep in till 5:45.
Very
So,
kind.
It was kind. I got an extra 45 minutes. And then I came up and I made myself some coffee, and he wanted his first breakfast, which was the mac and cheese. More mac than cheese. And then he's like, "Mummy, make me food." So I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, breakfast one.
No, but apparently I'm Neelix because of the hair. And Neelix cooks. I'm like, okay, I can't argue with that. And then he goes, "Okay, you must call Jazzy." So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, "Shoggy to Jazzy, come in." I'm like, "Captain," not answering because now he's playing Voyager, right? And I couldn't be prouder. I'm so proud. And he goes, "She must be near the crystals."
Oh, that's so cute. Turning your kids into little nerds.
Yes, and he doesn't shoot them with guns. He goes, "Mommy, where's your phaser? Shoot them."
Oh, I like the phaser. I laughed at it when I first saw it. I was like, this is not a scary thing at all.
No, it's not, but it's set to stun. Probably you would be stunned by how pathetic it is.
I was like, is he gonna use a remote to? I was like, surely that's not the weapon that people are. Oh no, we got a phaser, and I'm like, no, that can't be the weapon. At least look like you can kill me.
Yeah, but no, it's just like a. You're right. You know what it is? It's those temperature things.
That's what it is.
It's a temperature gun.
It's a temperature gun.
Yeah, that's set to stun.
Yeah, well,
you can set it to kill, but I mean, they very seldom do that because of the Prime Directive and all of that other shit.
the Prime Directive. No, I'm thoroughly enjoying it actually.
I'm so glad I have a fellow Trekkie.
Yeah, I mean, I've been wanting, because remember I asked you the question, what's the difference between Star Wars and Star Trek? Because I was like, I don't know where to start. Are they the same thing? Is it like, how does it work? And then when you explained it, I was like, great. And then the fact that Netflix had it, I was like, double great.
Double great. But it ties in so nicely with the geeky side of you. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
the
definitely.
side that loves space and science.
Yes,
and,
I'm like, oh, I know where they are, and I know why they're calling it M this and this, and I'm like, yeah, no, well, we watch it almost every evening now, so my whole family's into
It's my bedtime ritual. I have a cup of tea and I watch Voyager. Well, at the moment I'm on Voyager. I oscillate it and then I finish one. And then it's funny when I finish a series like that, and it was such an epic thing through like 9 seasons or 10 seasons. I mourn it when it's done.
Well, that's what happens. It's like, because this is what Annele and I used to speak about, is when we'd watch amazing series and we'd recommend it to friends and then they watch it and I'm like, I'm so jealous of you right now.
Did you get to see it for the first time?
Exactly.
Yes. You know what after you've done your Star Trek saga, what you should watch? Battlestar Galactica.
Okay.
Because then you'll be coming out with, you know how you say the Klingon phrases, you know, like patak, best insult ever, you know, stuff like that. But with Battlestar.
It's the wine.
Mish, thank you for the wine.
Thank you so much, Mish, for the
It
wine.
is really, really amazing.
It is delicious. Shout outs. Delicious, delicious.
So with BSG, right, you will end up saying frack. That's their way of swearing. They don't say fuck. They don't say, they say frack. So it's like, what the frack are you doing?
It sounds like something I could get into.
Yes. And then their way of saying is like, so instead of like, oh my God, they go, by the lords of Kobol. And it sounds like you're about to enact vengeance from your forefathers when you start quoting, by the lords of Kobol.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay. Battle
It's worth it. It's worth it. Oh, season 3 is a bit of a fuck up though. You can just skip it. Just skip it. It's such a mess.
I'm fine with going through the motions because I'm like, I want to experience it for the first time as other
it's
people.
because you've got the film background that you enjoy. You can enjoy the boring.
No, I can enjoy the boring because I'm not just watching the people acting. I'm watching the lighting. I'm watching what the director was thinking. I'm watching how they scripted it. I'm watching how they scripted. I'm watching who was not doing their job properly. Because I can watch a movie or watch a series and be like, in this scene, the person who effed it up was the sound guy, or the person who effed it up was the costume guy. Yeah. So I like to watch things, and I mean, it annoys Anele a lot. Because he'd be like, what do you think of that movie? And I'm like, oh, the lighting was... And he's like, no, I'm talking about the actual plot and
the storyline.
And I'm like, yeah, but you know, the way that they put that guy in, they should have actually made it like this. I would have written it differently. And he's just like, I don't want to hear your criticism anymore. Because it's not the same level of criticism that he's on. He's just like, it was a good movie. It was a bad movie. It sucked. It was great. And I'm like, no, but let's get into it.
Yes, you dissect it slightly.
Yes.
So here's the thing. I would love to dive into your mind and watch a movie with you like that. Because I think you see it from a different perspective. My ex also studied film. And just having that input going, okay, but you can see when they did this, they shot this, that, and the most boring scene I will want to... Oh my God, I don't know. I would... There's so many things in my mind right now that I would rather be doing than watching that scene. And she would find it so interesting.
Yeah, because
she would dissect the shit out of it and go this and this and this and this and this, and she would love it. And I'm going, but why do you find it so interesting? And then she delves down into it.
Yeah.
And then also, from the psychology point of view, there's a whole different thing. And I'm like, oh wow, okay, I see it. I still don't agree. I still think it's fucking boring.
It's still a boring scene.
It's interesting
because you get to understand the art from the artist's perspective. So you're like, this is what their intention was. It didn't quite come across as it does because I mean everyone interprets art differently.
Correct.
And film is a form of art. So you watch it and you're like, the fuck is this?
Yeah.
But then they shot it and they were like, this is how it's supposed to make you feel. And then it works out wrong sometimes because art. It's all about different perspectives. Yeah. So you watch it and you're like, the fuck did I just watch? But then they're like, yes, nailed it. She's gonna love it.
What was one of those movies that was like that? It was early 2000s, right? And if ever you wanted to impress some arty-farty person, and they say, what's your favorite film? Like, now I don't give a fuck. So if someone asks me what's my favorite film, it's Fifth Element. It's amazing. It's got humor. It's sci-fi. It's action.
It's got all the things that make you happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And multi-pass. So I love Fifth Element. It's my favorite. But back then, when I was still slightly insecure in myself and stuff like that,
as humans are.
Yes. I was in London, and I was in the city, you know, so EC area, which is the banking area. So a lot of snobby, snooty people and arty people who pretend to be kind of into shit. I don't know if it's still like that, because literally I'm talking like what? Oh God, this was 2004, 2005.
Is it like that? Is it like that?
I
Let us know. Is it still like that? I don't know.
So yeah, and the one guy came up to me and said, "What's your favorite movie?" And there was one movie that made fuck all sense to me, and I fucking hated the cuck out of it. Requiem for a Dream.
I don't even know what that movie is.
It's a super arty movie, and it makes no fucking sense. It's about, I think, heroin addicts and shit. That's when the same time Donnie Darko came out.
I love Donnie Darko.
So it's the same type of vibe.
Donnie Darko was dark but lovely.
So this is slightly darker.
Okay.
It's heroin addicts and shit and that got so much respect. I fucking hated it.
Like,
By going, because I didn't understand it and I didn't get it. Now I just hate it. But they were like, yeah, that, yeah.
but this is the thing, right? So not all art or like movies have to be complicated for them to be deemed as like great movies, or like it could be like the most stupidest shit. Like I have
My octopus teacher, what's it called?
my octopus teacher. No, I don't get
what's it,
that.
my
Yes, my
octopus
octopus
teacher?
teacher. Yes, no, that movie was stupid. I don't know why it won the Oscar. I thought we were laughing at it together as the world. But clearly some people took it too serious. Why would you give that guy an actual Oscar? I was like, now the Oscars are a complete joke. Because I'm like, no, clearly that movie was not great. It was satire. We were laughing at it. And then they were like, oh no, this guy did an amazing.
Did you think it was like a mockumentary?
Yes. I was like, surely this guy is not serious. I became one with the octopus, and the octopus became me, and I became the octopus. That monotone.
Yeah, no.
My family and I were no longer seeing eye to eye because every day I would go and follow the octopus. Like, clearly that was a cry for help.
Yes.
And then the Oscars were like, oh no, give him an award.
Yes, because it's a cry for help. So, clearly he's living in, where did you say, Camps Bay?
He was living. I fucking hate that movie. I hate that guy for winning the Oscar. Because I liked the movie because it was funny. I don't think his intention was it to be a comedy. It was meant to be a serious. It was meant to be a serious documentary about him and this. I was like, no, surely this is slapstick. This guy woke up at 5 a.m. Fucking 5 a.m. to follow an octopus all day.
There's only 2 reasons why I wake up at 5 a.m. One, my kid. And the other one, before lockdown, I used to religiously go to gym at 5 a.m.
That's also, I'm saying that's stupid, but here am I waking up at 5 a.m. I wake up at 5 so that I can psych myself up for my 6 a.m. gym class. I have an online Zoom gym class.
Oh, nice. That's
6
awesome.
a.m.
I did not know that.
It's amazing. It's part of this Rise thing, and I never used to be a morning person, ever.
Exercise turns you into a morning person.
I love it.
Yes.
And I'm like
Yes.
happy the whole day. I'm like,
yes.
hi, I can
That's
sing.
why-
I'm Harry. I'm like, yay.
So the first getting to gym, because I would wake up at 4:30. This is my kid's revenge on me. Now he wakes up at 4:30. I would wake up at 4:30, get dressed, get out the house, get to gym, so that when those doors open at 5, I'm there. And you have your regular gym buddies at the slots that they go, so you get to know the people there, and you form like almost a buddyship, But I'm miserable. I'm like, I'll hug them and go, hi, yay, but don't talk to me until I'm 2 sets in. And then
the blood pumping.
Yes, and then when I come back, my kids are all blurry-eyed, and I'm like, now it's not like that. Now I'm just like, oh my God, please go back to sleep.
The whole mindset shift to me
It's
was
amazing.
like, what? I can be
changes your
kind
day.
in the morning? I never knew this about me. I thought like after 10 a.m., like I used to hate scheduling meetings earlier than 10 because I'm like, I'm not a pleasant person. I will be mean in that meeting. And then now I'm like, my energy's up. I'm like, fantastic.
Yes.
Great.
You get shit done. So I used to work out from 5 to 6, be home by about 6:15. Get breakfast, because then I'm already in the go. You get breakfast going, you get your kids dressed, you get everything going, and then they're off to school. And then once they're out, you shower, get dressed, and you're done for the day.
Yeah.
Then you hit the ground running, and you are so productive with just that little that mindset change in the morning.
No, I love it. I think this was our nice wine and wine session.
It was a wine and wine.